Good morning, my wonderful friends. Megas with you on a beautiful day in Asha. Today I want to talk about the why. You know, yesterday, I've had some hard videos to make, but yesterday was one of the hardest videos to make just for the motivation. It was New Year, January 1st, and we've been doing this for a long time. And I started to think about, is there a time where I stop teaching and I just enjoy Asha? I got a beautiful life, guys. I'm so blessed. And these videos, they take up a lot of time. And so yesterday I was really thinking, am I going to do another year? That's why it took me so long to get the video out, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do another year of teaching, because you guys know everything pretty much. But today, I'll tell you what, I was hit with so much love for Zoroaster. I was full of thankfulness and gratitude, my friends, and it empowered me to keep going. And I want to share something with you guys, very personal. You know, it's kind of hard to even think back to those times. It was so long ago. But I'm going to do it because I want you to see why this message of Asha means so much to me. What would make a guy, my friends, I could be out surfing every day. I could be in Florida, California. I could be doing anything. God has blessed me so much. Why do I just keep pushing this message of Asha? Because it literally saved my life, my friends. I have no doubt it saved my life. I was at a time so low. My wife had left. Not only that, she ran off with our friend. It was a double betrayal. My friends, my kids were and are and always will be my everything. I spent every day with them and I savored every moment. My friends, I read them books as they fall asleep at night, and now I was only going to be able to see them on the weekend. I lost my beautiful big family home to move out to a piece of crap house in the middle of nowhere. My friends, and my heart was so broken, and I didn't really have anywhere to turn. You know, the religion I had, it wasn't working. I went to their churches and I prayed the prayers they told me to do, and I really did try, but it wasn't working. My life just got worse and worse, and my friends, a beautiful thing happened. One of my neighbors, he's a professor of world religions, and he saw me struggling, and he came over to my house and he brought me a bunch of books. He brought me books on Taoism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and Zoroastrianism. My friends, and I was hungry, and the religion I was brought up in, like all of you, you're told you can't look around at other stuff. But my friends, I knew I was at such a low point, and I'm telling you guys, not to be too dramatic, but I really didn't want to live anymore. As a matter of fact, the only reason I was staying alive was for my kids. Even just to see them on the weekend was worth it. They were my life. If I didn't have my kids, it would have been a different story, I'm sure. My friends, but I read all the books, and I was hungry, and I was having a real hard time understanding the Eastern religions. It's very different than Western religion. But when I got to this book right here, my friends, The Teachings of the Magi on Zoroastrianism, the original religion that the others branched off of, the first, my friends, and how pure it was and how beautiful, and for the first time it was reasonable. It made sense to me, my friends. And then here's the beautiful thing about it. It works. My friends, if you do what they tell you to do, it actually works. And my friends, me and my children created Asha, heaven on earth, in our little crappy house in the middle of the woods. We created a heaven on earth full of love. And it was only on the weekends, my friends, it was perfection. It was bliss. And it was so beautiful. You know, I returned all the other books to him, but I needed this book. And so at first I went on Amazon and was looking around. Now there's more of them available, much cheaper. But at the time, I think the cheapest one was like anywhere from $800 to $1,200. And so I went to them and I said, here's all your books, but I need this book. This book changed my life. And I was honest. I said, I found it from $800 to $1,200. I will pay you anything. Because this book, I want this physical book. I don't even want one of the other ones. I want the one that I held in my hand that changed my life as I read the words of Zoroaster, undefiled, undiluted light. My friends, did you know what that wonderful man did? He didn't take the money. He said, here is my gift to you. Beautiful, my friends. And that's why I come every day. Because of what that did, my friends, it brought me real healing. After I read that book and received it and understood it, I was not sick another day in my life. And that's saying something, because I was sick all the time. I caught everything that went around. My friends, I had peace. I had joy. I had that real connection where God and I were one. I took the right spirit into me. Not a God that hates and wars, loves and hates. You know all this. The pure, the message, the vision of Zoroaster of God. And I took that spirit into me, my friends, and it changed me. A lot different than the person I used to be, my friends. So different. Those of you that are watching me, I got some new friends here on the channel that were old friends, and you see the difference. I'm a completely different person. It changes you. And the beautiful thing about it, when it changes you in your spiritual world straight, when your frequency and energy changes, it changes your world, my friends, and it's so beautiful. I want to share this with you. So, before I are you guys still with me? Are you enjoying this? We're just talking here. It's not so much a teaching. I'll probably do a teaching later today. But I'm just sharing my heart, my love, my passion, why I keep doing this. And a big part of it is you guys. The person that's on this video still watching me and loving me, and it sends out prayers to me. I get it all the time. Megan, I'm praying for you and your family. Thank you. Thank you for the message of Asha that changed my life. And you're here every day, because it's not just hearing the teachings now. You're a part of this family, and you're a teacher. My friends, it's something so beautiful. Zarathustra talked about it in his Gathas, that when you partner with him, you partner with the Magi that were, are, and shall be, that are to come, that shall always be. My friends, it's a beautiful family. Yeah, so beautiful. So after this message changed my life, my friends, I wrote Asha. Here's the very first copy. Have you ever seen that? It's different than our usual copy, isn't it? Here, I got another one. Here's our copy we have now that you're so familiar with. This was book 1 right here, my friends, of Asha. So beautiful. But I took this message. Here's what I did. Many of you haven't heard this yet. I know we got a lot of new followers. So Asha worked perfectly in my life here in the mountains. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do an experiment. I wanted to take the message of Asha to the city, to where people were all around, not just squirrels and deer, and see how it worked in my life, how it worked in their life. So I went to South Florida, and I spent, maybe 3-4 months down there. And I wanted to live Asha. And my friends, guess what I had discovered in South Florida? Asha, heaven on earth. My friends, it's like, it was that same bubble of light, of peace and joy and happiness I experienced there. The only difference, instead of skiing and hiking and going to see waterfalls in the mountains and stuff, I was surfing every day and skateboarding and making new friends and hanging out by the pool, and I made the most beautiful friends. And my friends, I started sharing Asha with them, because it's my passion, it's in my heart, it bubbles out of me. Not as beating them over the head, but just love. People would ask me about why I'm so joyful, why I'm so peaceful. And my friends, I'm going to share this story with you guys. One of my best buddies I made down there, my surfing buddy, we surfed together every single day. We become tight, my friends. And I noticed he was having troubles. He was suffering from OCD terribly. To the point, like we'd be going, a perfect wave would be coming. I go, okay, I'm going to go right, you go left. We'd share the wave, party wave we called it. And I'd see him jump off his board, and he wouldn't take it. I'd come back and say, what happened, man? That was a perfect wave. And he didn't tell me at first, but later he told me, he goes, man, I struggle in my mind. I hear these voices telling me, if you take that wave, someone in your family's going to die. It's ridiculous things that OCD does. It not reasonable, doesn't make sense. He lost his job, he told me, because on the computer he couldn't type the letters S or the number 6 because he heard that voice again, you know, someone in your family is going to die, something bad's going to happen if you do that, that's evil. You know, and so he lost his family, he lost his job, he was losing the love of surfing, my friends, and it was torturing him. And so I noticed every night around 5 o'clock he had to go home. I'd still be out there, my friends. And well, where are you going? You know, and I could see he was mentally getting drugged down. He'd go home. He finally told me he had to drink himself till he blacked out every night to stop the torture in his head till he could start again in the morning. And he told me that had been going on since he was a child. He took all the medications. He said the medications made it worse. That's not true for everyone, you know, but for him, he did all the, went to all the psychiatrists, all the latest things there were, nothing worked. My friends, I looked him in the eyes, my friend, and I told him, do you know what, before I leave Florida, you're going to be completely healed. And I said, you will say to me, Asha I'm healed. My friends, and he was my buddy. He said, man, please don't get I don't want to see you get upset. Don't get your hopes up. He goes, I've had this since I was a small child. It's really bad. The doctors can't help me. The medication can't help me. My friends, we came every day before we surfed, or sometimes after we surfed, and we sat in the sand. And I remember drawing out a circle and showing him first circle. Right? And then when you're in this circle of light, when you are love, you're one with the true good God. He was raised Catholic, so his idea of God was different than the God of Zoroastrianism, of the Magi, right? It wasn't the loving Father of Jesus. And he was so scared, my friends, and from his teachings. And so we started pouring out those wrong ideas and filling them with the truth, my friends, every day, coming together. I'll tell you what, before I left, I remember one time pulling up, walking down the sidewalk with my surfboard. He comes running up to me, tears flowing down his eyes. My daughter was with me, wondering what in the world's going on. And he's crying, threw his arms around me. He said, I'm healed. I'm healed. And he's just sobbing. Two grown men holding our surfboards, crying like babies. My friends, first time he told me he had peace that he could remember in his entire life. Asha is, my friends. My God. Oh. So beautiful. And I know many of you watching me, you've had the same story. My friend, I'm not afraid of God anymore. My life is good. My life is peace. Thank you, Asha. Thank you, Big Z, for sharing that message with the world. You know, another beautiful thing, since we're just telling stories, you guys still with me? Something I'm grateful for. It made me think of it when we were talking about he came running to me. You know, our song Asha is, Karina Rain Smith sung that for us. So beautiful. My friends, I still sometimes tear up. The first time I heard it, I was bawling like a baby. The first time it came out of her mouth, Asha is. Ah, it hits me so hard, guys. Bawling. Second time, still cried. Third time, still emotional, quiver lip. My friends, now I listen to it so much, it's still beautiful to me, but I can usually hold it together. Sometimes it still hits me when I really think of it. But with that song, I felt Spirit tell me we needed music on our channel. But something so beautiful about music. It's harmony. Asha is order and harmony, right? And I wanted something, just that message just sticks with me. And that song, it sticks with you. You'll find yourself singing it all day. Asha is. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to make a song. I started thinking, who do I know? You know, my cousin's in the music industry. I couldn't get a hold of him. He was on tour. I thought of my big buddy Ryan, big black guy, awesome. Love him, so much power, strong, powerful voice. Lost his phone number, couldn't find him. Asked my parents. They had his number for a time. The number had changed. I tried the number. I couldn't get a hold of him. I thought of my pastor and his wife. Beautiful voices, but singing. You know, no, they're not going to sing about Zoroastrianism. And something bubbled up inside of me, my friends. I didn't even realize what was happening. And I decreed and declared, and I was yelling, tomorrow, someone will run up to me and say, I have a song for you, my friends. And then after I was done ranting and raving and running around the house, pointing and declaring and decreeing, it dawned on my carnal mind, my flesh mind, my brain, you know, I live in the middle of nowhere. How is someone going to run up to me? Sometimes I've gone weeks without seeing another person. What are the odds of someone running up to me and having a song for me the next day? I love this. I was out for my walk. The guy fixing the house across from me, he comes running down the dirt path at me. I'm all, well, what is this about? He was so excited. He shows me his phone. His daughter had put up a YouTube video singing, and he was so proud of her. And he was blown away by her talent. He was sharing it with everybody. Check this out. Go to her site, right? And as he's playing it, voice of an angel, as you know, he's crying. You know, he's all emotional. Construction worker guy, all emotional, teary-eyed, because he's so proud of his daughter. I start crying, my friends, because I had just decreed and declared yesterday that someone was going to run up to me with the song, our song, Asha, my friends. And so, and he don't know why I'm crying, you know, but it just God answered my prayer. And I said, I need to talk to your daughter right away. I have a job for her. And that's how our beautiful song, Asha came together. So I'll put that at the end of this video here, my friends, and let it bless you. And the words, my friends. And she says, what's this message of the Magi? That's why it means so much to me, my friends, why it brings tears from my eyes, because the teachings of the Magi, the message of Magi, the message of Zarathustra, what it means to me, what it's meant to you, what it's meant to my surfing buddy in Florida. My friends, the all-good God, Asha is the perfect creator's perfect idea. I love you guys. Such a blessing to me. Alright, enjoy our song. We're going to be singing it all day. We'll see you next time.
Asha is the highest truth, and His light will shine on you. Asha is the highest truth, and His light will shine on you. The all-good God that is love. Your is coming to you. Asha is the highest truth, and his light will shine on you. Asha is the highest truth,